Now, we believe in celebrating 1916 because it is a pivotal and one of the most important parts of our history. And we will celebrate. We won't be shy about celebrating, and we won't be shy about doing it here in the North Inner City.
It's an honour and a privilege for a citizen to be asked to come along here tonight to a pub that was very instrumental during the rise and would have had many meetings, I'm sure. And as we all know, the Michael Collins movie, parts of it was made out of this in this pub. But it's always a great honour to come along to any event in relation to the memories and the commemorations of 1916, and we all look forward to 2016. And I want to thank Terry Fagan, Nial Ring, and all other members of the committee in relation to putting their folklore together for 2016.
My stories and my books are not about the narrative history of the Rising. That's not what I do. I do tell little stories. I tell stories about people, things, and that sort of thing, because I don't think that people live history. I think they simply live their lives. They go from the place where they were born, they go from the place where they work, they go from the place where they met as a volunteer or as coming to bond, and they live their lives. History is put together by these lives of the people as they live them, and you get a chance to do that.
If you look at the devastation that came into Dublin in 1916, the bombardment, you can't imagine it now. We're standing there. So I think it is a good thing to expose people to those images and those stories and bring them there, like you have been doing in this talk.
The work you've been doing is of tremendous assistance, not only in relation to the story and keeping the history of 1969, but you've been a tremendous supporter of the Connolly history from afar. Our American chapter we referred to, and that's so important, because of course 1916 is not a national story, it's an international story.
We want to involve school children because school children, as you know, even despite the minister and the government's attempt to delete history from the curriculum, school children still get excited, and they get, and as Joe said, they want to know what did they win the medals for. That's what he did when he was in museums. We're doing a Research a Rebel schools competition where school children in the local schools here, which is Connell, St Joseph's East Wall, St Joseph's Marino, Belvedere College, Rutland Street, the Larkin School, we'll be asking children to pick a rebel, not one of the more famous ones or well-known ones. Pick a person from the area, and Terry Fagan has the list of hundreds of men, women from this area who went out in 1916. Pick one of them, research them, do a 500-word essay on them, send them in to us, there will be prizes. And already I spoke to the principals in the school, they're most excited about this. Then obviously in 2016, we're going to have some reenactments, which we've done every year. Molly Riley raising the flag over Liberty Hall. I mean, this is Terry Fagan's, his legacy. It's been done so often, so many years, and we have Molly's granddaughter here, and her daughter is actually still hale and hearty and comes every year to that. That'll be done again. We'll be doing a reenactment of the Battle of Annesley Bridge. When the 2nd Battalion, and you have to remember that North Inner City had 2 battalions, the 1st Battalion, which was up in the Phibsborough area, Ned Daly, etc., and the 2nd Battalion, which was in the Inner City Battalion under Tomas MacDonagh. And people cross Annesley Bridge every day, and if you look at the amount of bullet holes, etc., and like there was a battle there, a significant battle, and we're very proud of it, and the part that a lot of people in this area took in it. Then we're doing a journey to Jervis Street. We're researching, a girl from Australia has been on to us, and again this is the women. A lot of women were evacuated from the Coliseum into Jervis Street. Obviously a lasting legacy would be a monument, and we've identified the suicide plot on Ballybock Road and Clonliffe Road, which is owned by JC Deco, and we've been in contact with them with a view to getting some sort of monument up there just for this whole area. Now whether it's a proclamation or whether it's whatever, or some dedication to the 1st and 2nd Battalion, we don't know. We've been promised funding for it, so it's just a question of getting the permission to put up some sort of monument. And whether it's by plaques, banners, whatever, as you know, the folklore project itself every year for the last number of years has always had unveiling of plaques. The one 2-3 years ago to the out on the Vein, the one this year to the women, the Phil Shanahan plaque. We'll be doing other lecture series on various events around 1916. We have Derek Jones, who's an expert on military antiquities, medals, etc. from the whole of Dublin, whether it's from both sides. He actually has an amazing array. What we want to do is raise the awareness for people. We have there where were your people in 1916. A lot of people don't have access to the internet, the pensions files, the witness statements. We're going to facilitate that through a series of evenings like this where people can come in. They might bring in an old medal and say, I wonder is that anything to do with 1916? And we'll be able to identify it, help them find out where their relations were, because there is a huge amount of information. And that's only what we want to do. Only for Terry dragging us all together, making sure we did our work and kicking our asses, etc. We wouldn't be here tonight, and this is a start. This is the start, and we'll go on, and we'll have a great year. And we can, at the end of 2016, we'll say we did our bit for our ancestors. Go to Malwood.
Thanks, Niall. I don't have much to say really, just that thank you all for coming here tonight, especially Joe for being here, and everybody supporting Joe, and I hope everybody come on board with our events for 2016. And I do echo what Jim Connie Heron said about the saving of Moore Street. I think that's crucially important that remains as a battlefield site, and we all kind of have to stick together on that. But I just once again, just to say thank you for turning up tonight. Thank you.